Hey everyone, I'm Joanne Hughes. I'm an intuitive lifestyle strategist, and this is day 2 in my 30-day visibility challenge. And today I'm talking intuition and why it's such a powerful tool for business owners and coaches to utilize, and ways that we can start to connect to our intuition. So, what is intuition? Intuition is a gathering of information through senses, emotions, and instinct. Intuition really is how our species has survived. So every living being has intuition. Now, we may not think we have intuition, but when you really think about it, you'll know that there are times in our life that we've all really utilized intuition. Sometimes it's when, you are talking to someone and you think they're being really, really nice to you or friendly, but you have a feeling like, there's something they're hiding, or there's just something off about this person. It's, how a parent sometimes will know that their child is up to something or not being really truthful about something. We all utilize our intuition. And intuition is more felt within the body because also, we're sensing. So the sensing part is every one of us is an energetic being. We all have energy and we have a unique vibration to each and every one of us. So, being able to feel that energy, it's not something that goes into your mind as a thought, but it's what's felt within your body. And so, utilizing intuition for a business owner and a client is a way to help you move forward, or sorry, as a coach, is something that is able to help you to move forward in a business decision and to know what decision is right for you and the best fit for your company, what's going to move you forward or what's going to hold you back. And as a coach, it's such a powerful tool to be able to use with your client, because within the first 5 minutes of working with a client, you should be able to kind of already know where they're at, and whether they're really open to this session, whether they're feeling nervous about it, what is something that holds them back, and what's the best way to move your client forward. And when you're connected to your intuition, you're going to know that information within the first few minutes of meeting with your client. So most people always say to me, Joanne, I don't have intuition. That's not me. I'm not a psychic. And again, intuition is not just something that a psychic does. Intuition is a human trait. And so there's a reason why we often don't connect to our intuition, and we don't feel that we have that intuition working for us. And the reason for that is, again, we need to be able to sense that and gather information and feel things in our body. And when we're rushing through our day, when we have 100 thoughts in our mind and our mind is really busy with chatter, with worry, we won't be able to connect to it. So there are ways that we're able to connect to our intuition. And so I'm going to talk about those ways right now. So, in order to start to utilize your intuition, you need to quiet the mind. Because if your mind is full of gab, and if your mind is filled with thoughts or anxiety or stress, you're not going to be able to connect to your intuition nor to hear the messages. So, the first thing I always tell clients is to start your day off with meditation. And I know a lot of you, or some of you, may not be used to meditating. And usually the feedback I get with that is that they're really, people find it hard to sit still for that long. And, the thing is, with using intuition, you're going to have to sit with things that long. So we really want to be able to practice quieting the mind. And meditation is the best way to do that. So even if you have to start with, 2 minutes a day or 5 minutes a day, just to be able to sit quietly and take a breath in and out and in and out, and take those long, slow breaths to quiet the body, to quiet and calm the mind. That is what you have to start doing, because you need to be able to hear messages that you receive, listen to your body. And so the very first thing you have to do is to practice quieting the mind. The second thing I often tell people to do is also to start a practice of yoga. Yoga in itself is really a way of meditating, but it's also a way of calming the body. So, it doesn't have to be a really strenuous, advanced yoga course. You're just looking at doing the basics, and there's probably a yoga class in your community. And if not, you could always go onto YouTube and just put in the search bar beginner yoga, and you will find some really nice stretches. They'll teach you breathing, and it's a way to quiet and calm the body. The third thing I would tell you to start doing is to ask. Start to begin to ask for guidance. When we're utilizing our intuition, you have to be open as well to hearing your messages and hearing and feeling the guidance. But you also have to start to ask every day. So whether you call it spirit or God or creator or universe, just start asking a question every day. And sometimes you may not hear the answers right away. Sometimes you need to allow your body to rejuvenate and rest. So that might mean the best time to ask, and I do often talk about this with clients, is to tell them every night before they go to bed, ask a question, something that you want to know. And you have to be open to hearing the answers for that. So every night before you go to bed, you can ask a question and then just let it go. And through your sleep, you may be so rested, you'll wake up in the morning and you'll have an answer to that question. So, for businesses, it's a really good way to start to practice. When you are looking at a directional change, employee changes, financial changes to your business, you can utilize your intuition to get answers for all of those different things. And how you can do that again is by following these steps and begin to start to ask the questions. Again, I'm going to suggest at nighttime, because really when we're sleeping, our ego releases, our body starts to be 100% relaxed. And it's really hard to do that during the day. Even when, you're really trying to focus on that, it is a harder thing to do during the day. So I always suggest doing it at nighttime and just be open to hearing the question. Always sleep with a little pad of paper and a pen beside your bed at night, so that when you wake up in the morning, when you have that come to you, that answer, you'll start to write it down. So again, when we're utilizing our intuition, we need to have a quiet mind, a calm body, and our vibration and energy has to be a bit lower, and not lower in terms of feeling really tired, but just relaxed and calm. Because when you're in that relaxed and calm state, that's when you're really open to receiving any kind of information. So let's just go over the steps again: is meditation to quiet the mind, yoga to calm the body and relax your body, and also allows you to be opened, and then beginning to ask questions. You could also think back to a time, when you say, in hindsight, or that saying, hindsight is 2020. If I would have known, if I would have listened to my instinct, I knew that before I even got into that. You'll start to see that you actually do utilize your intuition, and then you become aware of it. Because again, being able to guide our clients with our intuition, to help them to achieve their success is one of the most powerful tools that we can utilize. So I hope that you begin to utilize your intuition, and I hope you enjoyed today's visibility challenge and talk. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.